to talk to us a little bit about it. I've got Bishop Makgethi and Bishop Lebusa with me in studio. Good to have both of you. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Leah,
Bishop. Let me begin with you. Yeah. What parts of the Public Protector's report did you find inaccurate?
The Public Protector's report is filled with inaccuracies. Actually, we picked up salient points. Two, for instance, I can talk about in the interest of time. The Public Protector insists that Mr. Motsoeneng hiked, and she uses the word his own salary. Yeah. In another instance, she says he unilaterally increased his salary. But at the same time, the Public Protector herself reports that she was able to peruse SABC payroll records, where she found motivations by different GCEOs, different human resources executives, and the chairpersons of the board who approved those increases. Now, you find that there's a contradiction there. She says he, Hlaudi, or Motsoeneng, increased his own salary, but at the same time, there are his bosses who motivated his increases. Okay. So that is on the one hand. On the other hand, she says that Mr. Motsoeneng falsified his entry, his qualifications when he entered SABC in 1995. But she reports that he wrote that he had 5 subjects when he filled the form, when he should have written 6, because then, I don't know now, but then you needed to have 6 subjects to have passed matric. Yeah. So everybody can tell that if he had written 5 subjects in the application form, he couldn't lie that he has passed matric, because then they would have told him that if you have written 5, you can't have passed matric. And Mr. Motsoeneng explains the circumstances, which we don't want to get into details, the circumstances under which he wrote those 5 subjects. But yeah, the report is strewn with the inaccuracies. Okay.
I suppose a question that really needs to be asked, and perhaps Bishop Lebusa, I can pose this to you. Why does the church feel they need to get involved in something like this? You know, what is the angle that you're coming in at?
As a church, Leanne, both as an organism and as an institution, we believe that the social concerns of the public are part of the ministry and the calling of the church. We have developed and built that philosophy and that theology from biblical perspectives and biblical ethics. So our involvement, first of all, the Bible teaches us that we must pray for those who are in authority. And the office of the Public Protector is one of the most key, important offices of power and authority in a constitutional democracy. Of course, to check on accountability, just like the office of the Auditor General. So all these offices, the power and the influence to the public are always even equated to that of the president or even any other minister in the country. And our involvement with such offices is to pray for them and to pray with them where, it may calls to that effect.
Just finally and very quickly, is this the first time you've ever disagreed with a finding from the Public Protector's Office, or is it not?
Certainly, it's the first time, but the reason is because now we are noticing a trend in her reporting that seems to cast aspersion on critical persons in the country, and thereby poisons the atmosphere. And just to add to what you just said, the reason why we think we've got to do this is to clear the atmosphere. We think these inaccuracies about critical persons is poisoning the atmosphere and poisoning the thinking of the persons in this season.
All right, Bishops, thank
And
you very much.
especially at this time,
Yeah.
where we are faced with critical, and after 20 years of democracy, these are the most critical elections that we're faced with.
All right.
And these may also, have some impact on how people will cast their vote.
All right, we'll have to leave it there for this morning. Bishop Makgethi and Bishop Lebusa, thank you very much for joining us here on
Thank you.
Morning Live. All right.